Hi, welcome to WMD. That's Woody's Modelling Diary, and you'll have to excuse the chaos of my workbench. Those of you who've watched my channel before may know that I tend to work in chaos. It works for me, not for everybody, I realise that, but anyway, the item on the workbench, which takes prominence in the middle there, may look like a piece of modern art, but it's actually the sort of first section of a bridge section for my last great project layout. And because in effect there's a flat piece of card, I've got to brace it, and that's the chosen method, with card just randomly put across, although it's come out with an interesting modernistic look to it. And then the top will be glued on. Now, I'm not saying my cutting or my gluing is super accurate, but potentially once that top's glued on, that's a sealed box of air. And in the confines of my man cave, which can go from extremes of very cold to very hot to the point of almost not being able to come in when it really is hot, you can find yourself with a problem where air expands, and if it's sealed in a box and got nowhere to go, eventually the pressure can be such that it will burst the glue seams, which is not what you want. But there is a simple way around that, and quite literally all it involves is drilling small holes between these bracing sections just to allow the air to circulate. And that way, as the air expands or contracts, it's got somewhere to go. And eventually, when I do put the top on and glue that on, there's some girders to go on the bottom, and I will put some discrete holes in the bottom so that the air does have somewhere to come out, and it can't really be seen once this bridge section's in place. You may think it's something which will never affect you, but it is worth thinking about if you're modelling in a shed outside, or in a loft where you've got extremes of temperature, and you don't want glue seams bursting. That's the last thing you want. Anyway, hope that's of use. Thank you ever so much for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care of yourselves. Bye.